Chacaliba where the bone trees grow, where the Jabberwocky snow green tentacles do flow, and the Grangle Wangle plays in the rain and the snow. But have you heard the story of the rabbit in the moon, or the cow that walked the planets while straddling the spoon, or she who left the mountains while whistling up a tune and swapped their songs with swallows while riding on a broom? For we can all learn things, but many and a few, from that old Hampshire woman who lived inside a shoe, or the girl who sang ballet and by night she ate his soup, or the man who drank too much and he got the brewer's roof. Legend has it that the moss grows on the north side of the trees. Legend has it when the rains come down, all the worms come up to breathe. Legend has it when the sunbeams come, the plants stay hidden with their leaves. Legend has it that the world spins round on an axis of 23 degrees. But have you heard the story of the rabbit in the moon, or the cow that walked the planets while straddling the spoon, or she who left the mountains while whistling up a tune and swapped their songs with swallows while riding on a broom? But we can all learn things, but many and a few, from that old Hampshire woman who lived inside a shoe, or the girl who sang by day and by night she ate his soup, or the man who drank too much and he got the brewer's roof.
Don't ever laugh as a hearse goes by, for you may be the next to die. They wrap you up in a big white sheet, from your head down to your feet. They put you in a big black box and cover you up with dirt and rocks, and all goes well for about a week, and then your coffin begins to leak, and the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, the worms play pinochle on your snout. They eat your eyes, they eat your nose, they eat the jelly between your toes. A big green worm with rolling eyes crawls in your stomach and out your eyes. Your stomach turns a slimy green, and pus pours out like whipping cream. You spread it on a slice of bread, and that's what you eat when you're dead. And the worms crawl out, the worms crawl in, the worms that crawl in are lean and thin, the ones that crawl out are fat and stout. Your eyes fall in and your hair falls out, your brain comes tumbling down your snout. And the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, they crawl all over your dirty snout. Your chest caves in and your eyes pop out, and your brain turns to sauerkraut. They invite their friends and their friends too, they all come down to chew on you. And this is what it is
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Mad King's Ball. I'm robin-ransom, and I'm your deranged ruler this evening. We have some incredible acts lined up that I just can't wait to get to. This is going to be too fun. For those of you tuning in or with memory problems, RansomHaus Drag Revue is a monthly themed live streaming event where I, Robin Ransom, book acts from all over the world to showcase you a wide array of drag talent. We are only too happy with our hostages this week, and I think you will be as well. Now, before we get into this show, I do want to say that we are going to be discussing a little bit of alcohol this evening. If that is not the material for you, you may want to tune out for those parts. But we are going to get right into things. Before we start our acts this evening, I am thrilled to be able to introduce to you a new segment that we're doing on this show at the expense of my darling Jason. He's so good to me. I think we are gonna make our way over to the kitchen and see what's a-cookin'. Alright, this next segment that we are beginning is something that we are calling Drink of the Month. In order to let Jason see his family every once in a while, I've given him the opportunity to work with me and come up with a fun little cocktail recipe to keep me entertained. So what do we got going on this week, darling?
We're doing mulled wine this week. Your liege. We've acquired some shitty prophecy wine just because it's low budget, and it's okay to face it.
Oh, he matches! Look! Look, he matches! I'm gonna get out of your way, darling, and let you talk them through the process.
So this is going to be a slower burn. This is about a 25-minute cook time at the very least. If you want to get more flavor out of it, leaving it on longer is always smart. But first, you take your red wine and get to a saucepan. Put that on low. For the mulled wine, we're going to be throwing in oranges. Is always the base for most mulled wine. You're going to get a nice sweet and tangy flavor out of it that way. These spices that we're using for mulling today are whole cloves and cinnamon sticks. I had thought of star anise, but I thought about it too late. So next time, perhaps. But
that's an hour off. That's an hour off your time.
It's a couple cinnamon sticks, some whole cloves. We're going to be using brown sugar bourbon as our additional liquor for the flavor. Just get a little bit of that in here. For some added sweetness, we're going to be doing bourbon honey that we acquired earlier today as well. Will go great with all this. And for additional fruit, to make this truly the Mad King's mulled wine, we're throwing in blackberries and raspberries, which I'm going to do the rest of these in here. So we're going to let this simmer for about 25 minutes. See you all later during the show when it's nice and done. Thank you very much.
Good fool. Now that we're back to things as usual, I think we're going to start the show. Our first act tonight is fabulous. He's been with us before, and I was only too thrilled to get him in my Hall of Hostages again. Please, I do want to say before we begin, tip our hostages. They do have ransoms to make after all. Their payment information is going to be located in the bottom corner of the screen, as is the song and artist information of the number that they are performing. So, give him money. Now, let's kick things off with a fabulous entry into our Hall of Hostages by Throb Zombie.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest. Now he takes off her dress. Now let me go. And I just can't look, it's killing me and taking control. Jealousy turning snakes into the sea, swimming through sick lullabies, choking on your alibis. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I missed the bright side. I'm coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest. Now he takes off her dress. Now let me go. 'Cause I just can't look, it's killing me and taking control. Jealousy turning snakes into the sea, swimming through sick lullabies, choking on your alibis. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I missed the bright side.
Thank you, Throb. What an absolutely fabulous fever dream. That was a delightful dip into the deranged for the beginning of this Mad King's Ball. I think we're going to continue to spiral down the well of madness this evening with our next act, another return to our Hall of Hostages. I'm just thrilled we could have her back as well. Please welcome Andrajanik Iman.
How can you see into my eyes like open doors, leading you down into my core, where I become
Thank you, Androgynique. Truly, I am honored to have you back in our renowned Hall of Hostages. That song was haunting the beat even more so. We love your mug, we love your art, and we love having you. Thanks for being on. Now, speaking of people we love having on, our next act is one of our most notorious repeat offenders. He needs no introduction, but I'm going to introduce him anyway. Please welcome with open arms the fabulous Jarvis Hammer.
You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire.
Trapdoor was a man. I mean, he was a dragon man. Or maybe he was just a dragon. But he was still Trapdoor! Trapdoor! Burninating the countryside. Burninating the peasants. Burninating all the peoples in the thatched roof cottages. Thatched roof cottages.
Pork chop sandwiches. Oh, get the out of here. What are you doing? Go, get the out of here, you stupid idiot. We're all dead. Get the out.
The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. China we can only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire.
Hey, guys. You know, it's funny. These people, they go to sleep. They think everything's fine, everything's good. They wake up the next day and they're on fire.
You know that it will be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you.
Everything's fine, everything's good. They wake up the next day and...
Only one guy will remain. My money's on Trapdoor! Trapdoor!
Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on 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 fire.
And the truck door comes in the night!
Come on, baby, light my fire.
Hey!
Hi. Thank you so much, Jarvis. I know I'm supposed to be the king in this scenario, but I would die for Trogdor, and I hope he knows that. Trogdor for president. We are going to move on with the show. Our next act is, again, a regular here at RansomHaus. I am only too proud to introduce, I adore her, you adore her, we all adore her. This is my sister, Miss Allie Slasher.
ladies, you set fire. Fire, devil, moon, chinchilla. Queen, joker, boss, and sinner. Where my girls? Cause they city from the get-go. We're a million times better off a solo. We can take them down.
Well, who can break your heart, boy? I know who. Educated, smart boy, I know who. Lady of her art, boy, ma'am, to you. Been there from the start, boy, through and through.
She confident, now don't forget it. She'll start a storm, political medic. That is a blessing, but I wouldn't dwell. Will you raise me heaven? I'll raise you hell. Fire, devil, moon, chinchilla. Queen, joker, boss, and sinner. Where my girls? Cause they city from the get-go. We're a million times better off a solo. We can take them down. She won't settle if you know what she wants. Fly to Paris for a nice restaurant. Then get rowdy with a cola and rum. Nike Eddie, that's a Louis Vuitton. Well, call her the Dotte Com, the nightmare analyst. Call her the queen of hair, the queen of thighs and lips. You got your answer between your fingertips. You give me sunset, I give you a fucking eclipse. Give you a fucking Queen, joker, boss, and sinner. Where my girls? Cause they city from the get-go. We're a million times better off a solo. We can take them down. Where my girls? Cause they city from the get-go. We can take them, there ain't no such thing as macho. We can take them down.
Thank you, Allie, my darling. It's always a pleasure to have you back. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, RansomHaus is far from the only drag programming on the internet. And, I'm envious of almost all of them. So, in a bid to make them like me, and because I really admire the work that they're doing, we have some fabulous programs that we are going to be promoting this evening. First of all, October 9th, my darling daughter, she's featured in this show. You've seen her before. You'll love her very much. Miz Minty is running a show called High Tea. Go to her Instagram page. Check her out. She'll be tagged in the post after the show. Look for more information on that because it is a fabulous program that she has put together, and I can't wait to see it. Now, we also have another act in our show tonight who runs a program of their own. Nicola Nix is one of our international performers this evening, and they are part of the House of Knights, which is an incredible South American show. And they have sent in a trailer for us to run for their program, and I am only too happy to do so. So I turn it over now to the House of Knights. I don't know about you, but I'm going to be tuning into that. Thank you so much for being on the show tonight, Nicola, and thank you to the whole House of Knights. You are doing amazing work. We also have a local group of gals who have worked with my daughter, Miz Minty. They've worked with my son, Isaac, and I am hoping one day to get myself in there because they do a great show as well. I am going to turn you over now to our second trailer this evening from the gals over at OBGYL. Thank you, OBGYL. I'm incredibly excited to see the next thing you put out. You always do amazing work. And I'm super glad to promote you on our program. We do have, before we get to the official break of the show, one more special feature. This is a bit of shameless self-promotion on my end. I have, for the past year and a half, been working in the production of a web series with another project I'm involved in, Fortune's Fools, and it's out. The first episode is out, and I'm not going to make you watch all of it because it's 3 hours long, so you should commit to that on your own time. But we made a short film to introduce you to the characters and sort of tell you a little bit about what it's all about. So I ask humbly that you now turn your attention to an exclusive interview from the world of A Tale of the Terminally Fae. Thank you.
Hello world, my name is Damian Gray and we are here joined by... Well, I'll let him introduce himself.
Sorry. Hi.
What is your name? Where'd you come from?
I'm Ronan Igneous Pierce.
And where are you from, Pierce?
1241.
What is your name? Where'd you come from?
Who are you talking to? The sound guy?
No, what is your name?
My name is Thea.
Thea, what got you into adventuring in the first place?
My family. Unwillingly.
What do you mean by...
I'm cursed.
Oh, okay.
An old man I met a long time ago, he,
Pierce, right here. You want me to
answer the question?
Yeah, just look at me when you answer the question. It's a 1-2 conversation.
Why's the camera there?
It's because it's I'm trying to get information out of you, and I would like to see your reaction so I can get more information.
Is this an interrogation?
No, this is not an interrogation.
I don't think I signed off on this.
The world wants to know, what do you think of your traveling companions?
Well, hey
Half of
Thor.
them either.
What the fuck are you doing? Thea said it was okay to give you a hug.
No, that's
She said you liked it.
Why would you listen to Thea?
I don't know, Thea. Culture shock is a very big worry for people that are on the move. Has anything weird or wacky ever happened?
Pierce wears nothing but cold iron, which it burns us. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but just cover yourself in it and just go out for a walk.
Have you left anyone or anything behind before you went off on this quest?
I left my shop. I left my ex-wife behind.
More ironically, people leave me more than I ever do leave them.
Pierce, you're a very handsome man. Have you got your eyes on anyone, or do you know if anyone has their eyes on you? Any females or any guys?
Ladies, well.
Sorry.
I'm divorced.
So going on a quest is a very taxing job. What do you do to keep the pounds off while you're out adventuring?
Well...
The hardest thing is the equipment, honestly. You don't want to carry too much, but at the same time you want to make sure you are well prepared for any situation that arises.
I'm a tree.
So you've been chosen to carry out this big prophecy. It certainly is an honor, but it's also a big responsibility. How do you keep the pressure off on the road?
Off? No.
Like pressure from dying? I don't really think about it. No, I really don't care if I die or not.
And why is that? Do you lack the existential intelligence to care about your well-being?
Did you just call me stupid?
I'm not that lucky. Just another day on the job.
Are you sure they can hear me on this?
Yeah, thank you.
It's a really small device. I don't really like people's stinky magic. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear?
Yes.
You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you fine.
I don't believe you, but sure. Okay, take your word for it.
So Thea, tell me, how does your uncle feel about all of this gallivanting about after you left him alone in the dark all those years ago?
He told me to go.
Oh, did he? Okay.
What? Why are you saying that? Why are you saying it like that? I don't like your smile. Pierce! Outdoor!
Hey, what does this thing do?
Oh, please don't. That's expensive equipment. That's
What?
It's a recording. Please just stick away from expensive stuff.
So, Hathor, tell me, how does it feel to be a relic of a forgotten age, moldering away alone, the last of your kind?
Well, I'm not the last of my kind. There's more of us around. Like, have you seen a forest?
You're sweet.
Thanks.
Carrot cake?
Why are you doing this to me?
What's that?
Carrot cake?
You know what you did.
So, Captain, tell me, do his screams keep you up at night?
Yes. What's this about?
I just have a vested interest, let's say.
I don't think any of that is your business.
Everything's my business, darling. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
So do you really think you even have the slightest hope of success, even against all odds? Do you think they're prepared at all for what they're about to face?
Oh, no. No, they have no idea what's waiting for them. And neither do you.
Hey, the fuck's wrong with you?
This is why I don't work with non-SAG.
Thank you so much for that moment of your time. And if you're curious and want to check out more of our shenanigans, check out Fortune's Fools on YouTube. So I think the fool has finished with our drinks. So let's see what's happening with that. Will Jason see his family? Let's see.
It's time! So, here's our mulled wine. The honey has been sufficiently diffused into it as it heated up. As you can see, the blackberries have sort of turned red as the wine really got in there. And so we're just going to pour this into what we had prepared earlier. Just it's over the sink. Just to consolidate all of it. Keep all the fruit in there. You can snack on it later. It'll be nice and boozy. Yeah. We've got this nice filter here. So you're keeping everything we don't want in your drink out. It's going to be the slowest friggin' thing ever because of all the fruit.
And just for a refresher for people who might not have been here at the start, this is navel oranges, blackberry, some cloves, cinnamon, raspberry, red wine, any red wine will do, and a little bit of brandy. Or no, bourbon, right?
Brown sugar bourbon.
Brown sugar bourbon. This is fine.
Yeah, just take a sip, enjoy it.
Good news, everyone. Jason sees his family this week.
Great.
Now, I think we are going to get on with the show. A few more moments of your time. Just a refresher for those of you who are tuning in halfway. This is RansomHaus Drag Review. We are very dedicated to showcasing, and by showcasing I mean abducting, a wide variety of high caliber drag. And we are only too thrilled to bring these performers to you. We do encourage tips of our performers. Their payment information is going to be in the bottom corner of their screen. They have ransoms to pay, after all. So a tip here or there would be very much appreciated. If you missed any performers' payment information and you want to throw them a couple of bucks, we will have all of their information on our Instagram page at RansomHaus Drag Review after the show. We do our shows the last Friday of every month, and we are currently accepting applications. So please, if you want to start drag and haven't, or you want to keep doing drag, send us a DM at RansomHaus Drag Review on Instagram. We'll get you the application, and we hope you can make your home in RansomHaus' Hall of Hostages. I think we're ready to get on with things. This next performer is going to look a little bit familiar, because I've been talking at you for a while now. But, enjoy me.
Just a moment, dear, I hear someone at the door, and the beating of a heart that I hid beneath the floor. Oh, they've come for me, love. Save yourself, I am far beyond repair. They will bury me alive, but I'm not inclined to care. I am too far gone now. Oh, so dry your eyes and count to 10. They'll have me on the pyre by then. Forget the man I used to be. You move along more easily. A moment's here, I hear someone in the hall, and he's plundering the promises we hung up on the wall. Oh, he's come for us, love. Save yourself, I am bitter to the bone. and I'm growing rather fond of the wandering alone. I am too far gone now. Oh, so dry your eyes and count to 10. They'll have me on the pyre by then. Forget the man I used to be. You move along more easily. Now I must finish what I started. I'll write a symphony for the departed. I have no time for second chances, so I survive on bourbon, blood, and backward glances. Oh, so the scene begins. Your cries become the wind. A desperate plea best left unheard. Then my contrived goodbye, a poet's pantomime, a drunken jester's final words. Just a moment, dear, I hear someone at the door, and the beating of a heart that I hid beneath the floor. Oh, they've come for us, love. Now I must finish what I started. I'll write a symphony for the departed. And I have no time for second chances, so I survive on bourbon, blood, and backward glances. Oh, now I must finish what I started. I'll write a symphony for the departed. I have no time for second chances, so I survive on bourbon, blood, and backward glances. So dry your eyes and count to 10. They'll have me on the pyre by then.
Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Now, we're gonna move right along. I'm not one to dwell on myself. Our next act is incredible. I mentioned her a little bit earlier. She's my daughter. You know her. I love her. And I'm only too happy to have her on the show again. Please welcome a returning hostage, Miz Minty.
Como los olivos sudan aceite, mi cuerpo resbala sobre tu piel. Duerme, hombre, tranquilo en el jardín del Edén, que la humedad desprende sabor a miel. De duende que duerme en mi cama, con alma de río que quita mi sed, riega mis senderos hasta que florezca el Edén, que la humedad es fresca al amanecer. Te robaré mueve mi falda, con el tintineo de tu risa y tu aleo. Y al volver la noche me tendrás mimada, bajo una luna de ceniza plateada, porque sobre las caderas se mueve mi falda. Mírame, con el tintineo de tu risa y tu aleo. Y al volver la noche me tendrás mimada, bajo una luna de ceniza plateada, porque te robaré algún cabello para amarrarlo a las trenzas de mi pelo. Y si te vas me iré contigo, sin movimiento no perderá el tiempo. Te robaré algún cabello para amarrarlo a las trenzas de mi pelo. Y si te vas me iré contigo, sin movimiento no perderá el tiempo. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Yo soy del sur, tú eres del norte, no hablamos el mismo idioma, pero haremos que no importe. Yo soy del sur, tú eres del norte, no hablamos el mismo idioma, pero haremos que no importe, porque te robaré hasta el alma, te enseñaré a bailar, que te voy a dar mi piel hasta hacerte enloquecer. Te robaré hasta el alma, te enseñaré a bailar, que te voy a dar mi piel hasta pedirme más. Yo te robaré algún cabello para amarrarlo a las trenzas de mi pelo. Y si te vas me iré contigo, sin movimiento no perderá el tiempo. Te robaré algún cabello para llevarte colgado de mi cuello. Y si te vas me iré contigo, en el camino no sobrará destino. Yo soy del sur, tú eres del norte, no hablamos el mismo idioma, pero haremos que no importe. Yo soy del sur, tú eres del norte, no hablamos el mismo idioma, pero haremos que no importe, porque te robaré hasta el alma, te enseñaré a bailar, que te voy a dar mi piel hasta hacerte lo que esté. Te robaré hasta el alma, te enseñaré a bailar, que te voy a dar mi piel hasta pedirme más. Yo soy del sur, tú eres del norte, no hablamos el mismo idioma, pero haremos que no importe. Yo soy del sur, tú eres del norte, no hablamos el mismo idioma, pero haremos que no importe, que no importe, que no importe.
Thank you, Jazz. So good to have you back. I don't know about y'all, but I would follow that witch into the woods. We are, speaking of witches, going to take a trip down Fairy Tale Lane now. With their first appearance on RansomHaus Drag Revue, I am only too honored to introduce to you the maddeningly magnificent, or maleficent, Nicola Nix.
As black as a raven, as chilling as night, all living things are in for a fright. The kingdom will fall, and hearts will turn black, for everyone knows Maleficent's back.
White horse, now red, my anger grows sleeping. You're on your tippy toes, creeping around like no one knows. Think you're so criminal. Give up my heart and soul for you. Don't say thank you or please. I do what I want when I'm wanting to. My soul so cynical. So you're a tough guy, like it really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy. Just oh so puffed guy. Bad type, make your mother sad type. Make your kingdom mad type. No punish your bad type. Bad guy. Chain up so I can breathe. It ain't political, oh no. So you're a tough guy, like it really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy, just always so puffed guy. I'm that bad type, make your mother sad type, make your kingdom mad type, not punish your dad type. I'm a bad guy. I'm the bad guy. I'm only good at being bad. I like when you get mad. I guess I'm pretty glad that you're alone. You said she's scared. I mean, I don't see what she sees, but maybe it's because I have a heart of stone.
Thank you so much, Nicola. I must say it was ambitious of you to actually film in the RansomHaus dungeon. We don't get many people brave enough to try that here. It was a pleasure to have you, and I'd love to have you again. Our next act, speaking of people I'd love to have again, is another returning number from all the way across the pond in England. I'm only too thrilled to introduce Cast a Hex.
Tell me the fairy tale again.
I'm hungry.
Look! It smells of cake! Brothers!
All that is left is to make him delicious.
My friends don't walk, they run. Skinny dipping rabbit holes for fun. Poppin' balloons with guns. Getting high off helium. We paint white roses red. Each shade from a different person said this dream is a killer. Getting drunk with a blue caterpillar. I'm peeling the skin off my face, 'cause I really hate being safe. The normals, they make me afraid. The crazies, they make me feel sane. I'm nuts, baby, I'm mad. The craziest friend that you've ever had. You think I'm psycho, you think I'm gone. Tell the psychiatrist something is wrong. Over the bed, entirely bonkers. You like me best when I'm off my rocker. Tell you a secret, I'm not alarmed. So what if I'm crazy? The best people are. All the best people are crazy. All the best people are. Where is my prescription? Doctor, please listen. My brain is scattered. You can be Alice, I'll be the Mad Hatter. I'm peeling the skin off my that you've ever had. You think I'm psycho, you think I'm gone. Tell the psychiatrist something is wrong. Over the bed, entirely bonkers. You like me best when I'm off my rocker. Tell you a secret, I'm not alarmed. So what if I'm crazy? The best people are. You think I'm crazy, you think I'm gone. So what if I'm crazy? All the best people are. the craziest run that you've ever had. You think I'm psycho, you think I'm gone. Tell the psychiatrist something is wrong. Over the bend, entirely bonkers. You like me best when I'm off my rocker. Tell you a secret, I'm not alarmed. So what if I'm crazy, the best people are. All the best people are crazy. All the best people are. All the best people are crazy. All the best people are.
Thank you so much, Casta. A crazy sorceress is a welcome addition to the Mad King's Ball. Now, to close out our show tonight, I think it's an important question to ask. Can you go mad without a brain? I think our final act is going to answer that for us. Please put your hands together for Chris Grinder.
God, money, I'll do anything for you. God, money, just tell me what you want me to. God, money, nail me up against the wall. God, money, don't want everything, he wants it all. No, you can't take it. No, you can't take it. No, you can't take that away from me. No, you can't take it. No, you can't take it. No, you can't take that away from me. Head like a hole, back at your soul. I'd rather die than give you control. Head like a hole, back at your soul. I'd rather die than give you control. Bow down before the one you serve. You're going to get what you deserve. Bow down before the one you serve. You're going to get what you deserve. God, money's not looking for the cure. God, money's not concerned about the sick among the pure. God, money, let's go dancing on the backs of the bruised. God, money's not one to choose. No, you can't take it. No, you can't take it. No, you can't take that away from me. No, you can't take it. No, you can't take it. No, you can't take that away from me. Head like a hole.
Thank you so much, Chris. It's always a pleasure to have you on, and what a fitting finale to our night of depravity here at the Mad King's Ball. That brings us to the end of our show. If you liked it, we're going to be the last Friday of every month, 8 p.m. Eastern. Our next theme, not to give it away, but to give it away, is going to be a carnival of ghosts for the month of October, so tune in if you like spooky, scary, I was going to say skeletons, but it's ghosts. It's explicitly ghosts. Damn it. If you liked any of our acts this evening, we are going to have all of their information posted at RansomHaus Drag Revue after the show. Please do check them out, donate them. They will still be taking tips after the stream has ended. So definitely show them some love, because I know they put a lot of hard work into these performances. It's really difficult to produce drag in a digital format, and they, I think we can all agree, have done fantastically this week and every week. Yeah, give us a follow on social media if you want to keep up with what we're doing. Apply, DM us at RansomHaus Drag Revue, and I will be happy to give you the application. We want your drag, so please offer yourself for abduction. That's gonna do it. See you next month. I'm robin-ransom, your local mad monarch. Stay safe, wash your hands, be kind, and I will see you in a month. Good night, everybody. Good... Jason!
Laugh as a hearse goes by, for you may be the next to die. They wrap you up in a big white sheet, from your head down to your feet. They put you in a big black box and cover you up with dirt and rocks, and all goes well for about a week, and then your coffin begins to leak, and the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, the worms play pinochle on your snout. They eat your eyes, they eat your nose, they eat the jelly between your toes. A big green worm with rolling eyes crawls in your stomach and out your eyes. Your stomach turns a slimy green, and pus pours out like whipping cream. You spread it on a slice of bread, and that's what you eat when you're dead. And the worms crawl out, the worms crawl in, the worms that crawl in are lean and thin, the ones that crawl out are fat and stout. Your eyes fall in and your hair falls out, your brain comes tumbling down your snout. And the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, they crawl all over your dirty snout. Your chest caves in and your eyes pop out, and your brain turns to sauerkraut. They invite their friends and their friends too, they all come down to chew on you. And this is what it is to die. I hope you had a nice goodbye. Did you ever think as a hearse goes by that you may be the next to die? And your eyes fall out and your teeth decay, and that is the end of a perfect